I'm on the job hunt once again. One of my best friends, he sent me this book in the mail. It references COVID, how you're feeling about the job hunt. You realize you like working at home because you could do the laundry and clean the cat's shit and play with it. So when you come home, the cat's not like fucking nuts, scratching things and hella energetic. You have time to play with that cat throughout the day, or dog, or kid, whatever, like, you know, insert whatever you need to play with. Don't forget to subscribe. Does that feel like a good intro? All right. Let's find a job. Okay, welcome to the Career Interest Game. This is a game designed to help you match your interests and skills with the similar careers. It can help you begin thinking about how your personality will fit in with the specific work environments and careers. This exercise is based on Dr. John Holland's theory that people and work environments can be loosely classified into 6 different groups. You may be attracted primarily to 2 or 3 of the areas. Come play along and see what happens. That's the way I want to live my life. I stress too much about what's might happen. It's easier to just see what happens. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Be responsible. But I mean, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just easier. Imagine walking into a room in which the 6 groups of people below are already interacting. Read the description of each group and list the group you would be drawn to first, then your second choice, and finally, your third choice. All right. Let's find a job. We're going to start with the C and then we're going to go around. Conventional. People who like to work with data. That's not me. Have clerical or numerical ability to carry out tasks in detail or follow through on others' instructions. What comes to mind for me is like going to Excel class and they would give me a handout with like, okay, first you highlight this section and then you go over here, click the view button. I wasn't good with that. I wanted to drop out of college because I wasn't so not good at it. That shit makes me nervous, bro. I'm just going to read the career possibilities. This is very coherent. I guess that's why this book suggested it. Grab you a pair. I'm loving it. Or grab you a copy. I'm sorry. That's mean. Let's see what we got here. Accountants, for sure. You want them good with the numbers. And AV, multimedia collections specialists. Is that like, it has the tapes, I think like 81s in it, some shit like that, the lost tapes. Statisticians, all good professions, but that's not me. Let's see who is realistic. People who have athletic or mechanical ability prefer to work with objects, machines, tools, plants, or animals, or to be outdoors. I like working outdoors when I want to. And what if there's a uniform or like a vest, and then the vest feels weird when I sweat and it's a hot day? I love working with plants and animals. I could probably keep an animal alive longer than I can a plant. I don't like working with objects, machines, or tools. I have a bad depth perception. I used to make birdhouses with my dad when I was a kid, and I hit my thumb with the hammer with the tuk tuk and I eat it. That's what we said. I remember one time we built one together, but I just put a bunch of nails in it. I don't remember where I put the nails. I just knew there were a bunch of nails in that birdhouse. We finished the birdhouse and birds went into the birdhouse. That's all I know. Let's see what our potential jobs. Aerospace engineer technicians. That makes perfect sense. If you see Space Force and like they're the scientists, they got to go out and like before they test out the rockets, they got to make sure they have enough of the lizards so they don't kill all the lizards. Airline pilots, Top Gun 2, you got to know your machine inside and out. Cooks, for sure. Cooks in castles. Farm workers. You're working with a lot of tools on a farm, dude. I was on InstaWork. Forklift operators make $40 an hour, dog. I don't know if they're union too, and if they are, I don't know what that does to the money. I don't understand that. Someone in the comments let me know, but this shit is good money. Investigative. Let's see what investigative is about. People who like to observe, learn, investigate, analyze, evaluate, or solve problems. Psychiatrists made the risk. That makes a lot of sense because you are investigating the problems of someone's life story and you're evaluating, analyzing, and helping someone else sort it out while not, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. In my experience, going to psychiatrists and going to therapists and counselors, whatever you want to call it. That's how I feel. Like they're helping me get to the water, but I gotta drink the water. I'm a horse. Mechanical engineers, occupational health, pediatricians. Yeah, I wouldn't hang out with these guys though. There's more in this category than I would have expected. Let's see what it says for the RU. Are you inquisitive, scholarly, independent, and analytical, cautious, logical, scientific? No. If I walked into a room with 6 groups of people, I would want to kick it a little bit. This would be like a philosophical debate. And if it seems like a social gathering, I wouldn't really want to do that. At least not yet. And maybe that's the point of this, to find the culture that you work with, because work-life culture is going to determine whether or not you're happy at the job. I care about the environment that I'm about to put my energy into. And some people don't care about that. It's not for everyone. That's what I think. Let's do artistic. I obviously want to talk to these people. This is my identity. Trying to be a stand-up comedian, trying to be a content creator so I could get people to watch my stand-up, all leading up to me being a nationally acclaimed stand-up comedian. That is the plan. And there are so many people who are trying to do the same thing in different genres, in different art forms, in different industries. Those people I want to have a conversation with. A coworker of mine recently, he's into like sketches, and I'm into stand-up, and we were just like picking each other's brains on what it means to be successful in those industries, in this type of stage industry. What does it take to be successful? I want to talk to this person, but A is definitely up there. People who are artistic, innovating, or intuitional abilities, and like to work in instructive, unstructured situations using their imagination and creativity. I have no structure right now. Knock on wood. Like, it works for me, but I just want consistent money. But the hours, bro, I love being able to, like I said earlier, play with the cat when I want, go on a walk when I want, take a shit when I want, change my outfit when I want, do the laundry when I want, get a quick nap in my bed when I want. That worker autonomy, that's a buzzword. That is something that I got a taste of. Now I want to make it sustainable, and I know it's possible. I'm just trying to find the way that works with me. The way I know I'll make it possible is talk to other people who made that shit possible, bro. Am I creative? Am I expressive? Yes. Open? Yes. Imaginative, original, complicated. You know me. Innovative, introspective, or idealist, unconventional, impulsive, non-conforming. Yes, I've left so many jobs based on I'm proud to say that when she did not align with my values, I left. That was a big thing that I had to learn how to do. But every time it got easier, and I feel like I value my own time more than I ever have. Emotional, sensitive, yes. Can you sketch, draw, and paint? Yes. Play a musical instrument? Yeah. Write stories, poetry, and music? Yes. Sing, act, and dance? Design fashions or interiors? I've drawn clothes. I've played Animal Crossing. I like to attend concerts, theaters, and art exhibits. Yes. Read fiction, plays, and poetry. Work on crafts. I fucking love crafts. I made candles last Christmas because I ran out of money. Take photographs. I have the longest Snapchat memory list you will ever see per weekend. Let's see the career possibilities and then we'll move on. Actors, architects, choreographers, floral designers, poets, lyricists, creative writers, models, singers, technical writers, graphic designers. I'm being biased. Anyway, social. People who like to work with people to enlighten, inform, help, train, or cure them, or are skilled with their words. I might talk to these people too, because what I'm getting is like, community leaders. I like community leaders. I like people trying to solve major issues. A lot of people say like, oh, when you're in nonprofit work, you have to wear a lot of hats. They do it because they love what they do. And I really respect having those conversations. Like, it fills my cup to have those conversations. Are you friendly, understanding, patient, helpful, cooperative, empathic, generous, insightful, persuasive, ongoing? So, this is very feelsy. This is like the type of crowd where you're going to hear more listening than speaking. I'm going to see a lot less of speaking over each other, listening to what the other person has to say. Very different from the enterprising. Can you teach, train others, lead a group, mediate disputes? Woo, that's a big one, bro. That's a big one to mediate disputes. Being a divorce lawyer or a family lawyer, like you got to be on that, volunteer a lot of your time, play team sports, serve others. Okay, so this is the type of job where you have like a baseball league, and I worked through a couple places with a baseball league or like a bowling league. That shit's fun. Maybe you enjoy that in a job. That's kind of why I like these things. It's like when I was in school, they didn't really teach us to explore what we want in a forever job. I need to learn something that I could do well enough to make money. That's what I learned. I learned these buzzwords: work life balance, upward growth, paid time off, flexible hours. But I never really was pushed to learn and explore what it is that would actually make me happy in a job. That's something that you really only learn from experience, and what you learn from working a job that didn't give you things that you value, that didn't give you the things that you value. And say that again. What kind of hobbies do these people do? Volunteering, playing team sports, caring for children. This is an overall nice person. I'd love to talk to this person. Yeah. Career possibilities. Like I said, a lot of teaching stuff here. Speech language pathologist. That's a great career. Dude, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate you. Clergy. That makes a lot of sense. People are, good at speaking, skilled with words. Elementary school teachers, rehab people, therapists. Yeah. It's a lot of, yeah, that makes sense. Social work. That's why it's there. Though I do love being friendly and understanding and patient. If my career to be based off of that, I might, because I kind of want some of that energy for myself too. That's probably why I would enjoy talking to these people, but it's my third pick group. So far, I'm A, S, and then what's E? Enterprising. People who like to work with people, influencing, persuading, performing, leading, or managing for organizational goals or economic gain. You're self-confident, confident, adventurous, agreeable, assertive, people talking. I feel like this is going to be a conversation of like, I don't know, remember in Wolf of Wall Street where they're just having the dinner together and they're, hey, sell me this pen. I feel like that's how the enterprising group will be, but not so much as intense. I've recently had the experience of being in a sales room and there's sharks in that water. Like they make you want to talk and then you leave satisfied. Also, I picture the friends of mine who did like the whole secondhand gig. Like they go to thrift stores, buy shit, and then flip it on Instagram, or they go to the flea market. I think about those people, the enterprise that they've had and the conversations I've had with them. Liddy Thrift said this: if you're new to vintage, pick one brand. For example, a starter jacket. What were the differences between this logo change at 1994 versus the logo change of 1980? Learn that history, and then you learn how to do that for all of your products. Hustlers, dude. People who can make money and they love doing it. It's not necessarily all about the money, but they're good at making money. That's how I imagine these. You go into whatever, an area, and there's 6 groups of people. Who do you want to talk with the most? Definitely the artistic people. Just that, like, I'm talking to people who would fill my cup, whose conversation leaves me feeling inspired, like I could do some shit. I don't have to do shit like them. I just need to do shit my way. Whoever leaves me with that feeling. And then second would be enterprising, because artists are enterprises. We're trying to get big enough that a label could pick us up and do the rest of the work, or we're doing all the work ourselves or with a small team. That's enterprising. You're starting your artist's brand, whether you're a photographer, whether you're a model, whether you're a stand-up comedian. You're starting your brand from the bottom up, and you need to get eyes on that. I want to learn from the enterprisers. The same thing I'm trying to do with my brand as a comedian. I want to talk to the same people who are doing that with a product, with an idea, with an organization, with a service. There was a time when a pet rock never existed, and then a pet rock was created, and that fucker died with money. You know what I mean? And then finally, I want to talk to the social people, just because eventually, when I've had my run and I've done my fame and I want to end it in my community. I have that one restaurant where people hang out after school. People hide in my restaurant because they know the bullies won't fuck with them there. And then I'll give people like interview advice if they want it. Just want to be that corner spot. You know what I mean? That safe haven. That's what I have intended for my story arc. I hope that doing this exercise helps you think about what you want out of a job, what'll make you stay, and what'll make you feel good making your money. That's what I want for everyone. You know, I'm trying to figure that out myself. If there's any tips y'all would like to share, put it in those comments, please. I plead of you. Or if you subscribe to something, how often do you want videos? Couple videos a month? That would be wonderful information if y'all could let me know. And then I'll work around that. Let's build this channel together. Please support Black, Brown, Asian business. My name is Kyle from work. Have a wonderful weekend.